One of the early devoted Baha'is, named Bolles Maxwell, recounted a story about a now world-famous garden known as the Garden of Rizwan in the Holy Land. This is her story. After driving for about half an hour, we reached the garden where Baha'u'llah spent much of his time during his long years of exile in Akka. Although this garden is small, it is one of the loveliest spots we had ever seen. Baha'u'llah frequently said to his gardener, Abdul-Qasim, "This is the most beautiful garden in the world." With its tall trees, its wealth of flowers, and its fountains, it lies like a peerless gem, surrounded by two limpid streams of water, just as it is described in the Quran. Abdul-Qasim made tea for us, and there he told us the story of the locusts. How that during one hot summer, there had been a pest of locusts, and they had consumed most of the foliage in the surrounding country. One day, Abdul-Qasim saw a thick cloud coming swiftly towards the garden, and in a moment, thousands of locusts were covering the tall trees beneath which Baha'u'llah so often sat. Abdul-Qasim hastened to the house at the end of the garden, and coming before his Lord, besought him, saying, "My Lord, the locusts have come, and are eating away the shade from above thy blessed head. I beg of thee to cause them to depart." Baha'u'llah smiled and said, "The locusts must be fed, let them be." Much chagrined, Abdul-Qasim returned to the garden, and for some time watched the destructive work in silence. But presently, unable to bear it, he ventured to return again to Baha'u'llah and humbly entreat him to send away the locusts. Baha'u'llah arose and went into the garden and stood beneath the trees covered with the insects. Then he said, "Abdul-Qasim does not want you. God protect you." And lifting up the hem of his robe, he shook it, and immediately all the locusts arose in a body and flew away. When Abdul-Qasim concluded this story, he exclaimed with strong emotion as he touched his eyes, "Oh, blessed are these eyes to have seen such things. Oh, blessed are these ears to have heard such things." This story is a most delightful recount, illustrating the effect true faith can have on any situation in one's life. When our faith draws its reliance on the correct source, it can banish the most pestilential of our fears and problems. Let us, therefore, take time to renew it every so often. In so doing, though we may face hardships and pestilence, we can draw strength and courage from our faith in something higher than ourselves.